Hello viewer, how the day is treating you right? We are continuing with the main story today. Last episode was a bit of a two-parter. First we finished chapter 1 with the Sunlight Festival, where our boy Aram finally had a moment to relax. And of course, his PTSD came out in full force. He is still holding himself together, but I don't know how long he can keep it up. I think even his friends are starting to notice the mental strain he's under. Wonder what they'll make of it. But as of chapter 2, everyone has bigger problems. And to think about Aram, everyone is dealing with the famine and the reduced rations. So tensions are high. Aram even had a bit of an argument with his father. Told him that he's a coward to his face. And while I do agree with that statement generally, I think that cowardice is stemming more from his complete inability to defy authority. There's probably a story behind that one as well. A story that we do not know. And it actually got me thinking. We do know that Nashadar, Aram's father, is a high wound bearer, but that is a rank, not his actual occupation, which we don't actually know about. I was just kind of assuming that he's a temple guard, because, he's married to a high priestess, and I don't realistically see how any other concentration would have enough contact with a Sunlight Maiden to form a meaningful relationship. But that doesn't mean that he couldn't have been maybe a sentry at some point, and the Ashan actually changed his placement, and that is why he feels indebted to them. I don't know. I suppose we shall have to see. But there has been quite heavy hints that he actually knows at least a little bit of what is down there in the well, the inscription included. Or maybe there is something else that he knows that we don't. Anyway, let's report for sentry duty. Oh, look at that. Oh, these peacekeepers out there. Wait, is it just me? Or is the settlement actually a little bit darker than it usually is in the evenings? Huh. Yeah, the mood is a bit more somber. The music doesn't really give off the feeling of tension. But still, things are not very good at the moment. Do we have anything new in the depot? Don't remember if we checked. Oh, new dialogue. Before you ask, no, I don't have any spare food to trade. I don't even get enough for myself. No, that wasn't... I don't need any for myself. Yep, since you're a wound bearer, your rations haven't really been cut at all. Indeed. But you were going to ask for the sake of your friends, weren't you? The girl with the missing fingers and the cripple. Wait, Brava has missing fingers? I never noticed that. Huh. You're not the first to come to me with that idea. What? Oh yes. The girl came not long ago and begged me for food. She said she would give me anything I desired. Brava. It's not often you get an offer like that. But alas, for once the only item in demand is one of which I've none to give. A pity. Oof. Yeah, everyone needs to cope however they can. Okay, this seems to be unchanged. Alright then. So many peacekeepers. Some of them might not even be peacekeepers, since Orem and Tala were also drafted at some point. I wonder what the Eshan's game is here. Because they did say that the rules are there for a reason, we just have to follow it. But if the previous famine was actually so bad, then there probably weren't actually enough people like now. So, I don't know. Even you, huh? Inaya? Oh, sorry. I was just, it doesn't matter. Can I help you? Inaya, your ration. What is it? Oh, right. She always goes on about how her profession seems to be neglected. Yeah, does she even get rations anymore? That's a question. Arem, please. Let's not talk about it, okay? We can talk about anything else. I don't want to hear an apology or sympathy or whatever. Let's just pretend everything is normal. Okay. Sorry. What did I just say? Anything for barter? Just the clothes. Okay. This poor lady. She really doesn't deserve this. Technically, no one does. But still, she deserves it the least, I think. Maybe I am just biased, because she's nice. But I don't care. Oh. Meets you again, Orem. Hello, Sita. Do you mind if, Could we still barter? Maintain our arrangement? Oh, yes, it should still be okay. Yeah, not many people are actually glad to see wound bearers. But, I know I should just go and ask myself, but is Prava alright? I've heard the Keen was hit pretty hard by the rationing. They're managing. That's one way to say it. Okay, one more upgrade would bring it up to 5 uses. And plus 12 health. That seems to be consistent. Okay. Not sure how much healing I'm gonna need. But we'll keep that one in mind. So, where would we even go? From where we were last time? We did find that abandoned hydroponics facility. But what could be below that? You have that look about you. Tough day at the restaurant line. The same as always. It's not getting any easier. The looks they give me as I pass by. I honestly prefer sitting here by the well instead. Honestly. Yeah, I can imagine. Hey, you and Tala. We've let you two volunteer for the Forward Watch for over a month now. Oh, has it been that long? Interesting. I feel terrible about that. I've told you already. We don't want to switch. It's okay. Thank you. I know it's wrong, but with the way things are right now, I don't think I could stomach Forward Watch. I'd put us all in danger. Well, least you're self-aware about it. Okay, strangely dark. I shivered. There was always a draft coming from the well. From up here, it seemed so small. The thought that the space was so vast that wind swept through it. A place with no sky, no sunlight. It was unnerving. I stared down the staircase, sitting by Tala, lost in thought. Eventually, he spoke. Those two from earlier today at the kiln. They pointed at you. Do you know them? Are they your friends? I looked at Tala, unsure why he was asking. Yeah, I said slowly. Tala nodded, looking off into space. I've been thinking about it, he said. I know you've been lying to me about what's down there. Yeah, kinda figured. Don't think he's a stupid guy by any means. 4 weeks. I shifted my legs uneasily. But it doesn't really matter, I guess. I'm your accomplice in all of this now. Realistically, there's no way I could tell anybody without implicating myself. Certainly not at this point. There was a moment of silence. Those friends of yours, are they in on this too? Have you told them? Immediately, I caught his gaze. Told them? Why in God's name? Are you serious? I spat. No, of course I haven't. Nobody needs to know besides you and I. What will you do, Orem? He said softly. What will you do if they find out? Now I was irritated. Why would he even say something like that? Yeah, he's just gonna jinx it. What? I asked, raising my voice. Don't say that. Don't ever say that again. It won't happen. I wouldn't let it happen. Yeah, it's kinda out of your hands, my guy. But still, it is better than to taunt fate like that. So I do get you. Let's drop a save here. So. Ah, wait. Don't actually want to go the long way around. We were at the irrigated building. Oh, and it actually shows that the ancestor is over there. Huh. Okay. Did I think yeah, most likely. I don't actually remember. There we go. Yeah, I have been here before. And it was a dead end, so nowhere else to go. Okay. Hello, mister. You've returned. Yeah. Why are you still here? I told you. I have work to do. I won't move from this spot until I've finished. And how long will that be? I don't know. I'll make a decision in another few decades, perhaps. That's a long time. Well, there's really no telling how long it's actually been down here, so... do whatever you're gonna do, man. Okay, we have already unlocked this part. So we can continue from here. Oh, what's this? Repeated strikes on an enemy will occasionally cause them to stagger. When this occurs, the enemy will fall down and give them the opportunity to deal additional damage. During a stagger, repeatedly press Z to attack. You'll only have a few seconds before the enemy recovers. There's no need to time your attacks, simply press the button as fast as you can. Different weapons did different amounts of stagger damage, with heavier weapons typically dealing more and lighter weapons typically dealing less. Stagger damage is also increased by using weapons within their effective range and during counterattacks. Okay. So we're getting one more mechanic. Oh, that's one with a big sword. So, lower habitation. How did I miss that? Oh well. Okay, so these ones are doable. Whoa. We can go even down from here. Just how many people lived here? Usually you don't need multiple habitation units. Okay, let's try to just pull one of them. Oh. That's what I wanted. Oh, you're a sneaky bastard like that, huh? Okay, so big attack, followed by 2 small attacks. Interesting. Oh, concussion. Oh, what was that? Oh, so that's what concussion does. Oh, that's trippy. Wanna have to avoid this in the future. Oh, it's super disorienting. Okay, at least it doesn't last for too long. Okay, we are getting into weird territories. Oh, what's this? Another broken bridge. Okay. So we can go up or down. Headshot biomechanism. Okay, so we're gonna go back later. Ah, concussion powder. Okay. This shield is better for my stamina, but I might want more concussion resist. We'll see. I just need to get good. Okay, we have a double here. There we go. So what do we have over here? Nothing of importance, really. Okay, so we can go down. Oh, what are you? You have a, what, flail with a chain? Sharp iron weight. What's that? A heavy iron weight, crudely forged, increases stagger damage for a few turns. Huh. Interesting. Oh yeah. Which stuff was it again? Ah, this. Rolling, filling my counter meter. That is actually doing work. I do like that. Ah, what's this? This kinda looks like an elevator shaft. Well, no, actually. What is this? Maybe just a bit of a cubby. Empty space in the wall. There's a lot of what appear to be breaker boxes here. Okay, mid-level here. What is down here? Okay, one of these places are definitely important. Oh. Okay, fighting a couple of these consecutively might be a bad idea. Huh, here's an identical one again. Ooh, tin alloy mace. Let me see. A short one-handed mace made from a tin alloy. Its sharp spikes could prove effective in puncturing enemy defenses. Okay, and it has armor break passively. That could be interesting. Only trouble is, it's actually quite heavy. So if I were to use this in place of the short sword. Okay, let's see. With our current setup, where is it? Ah, here we go. So with the current encumbrance that we have, it costs 36 stamina to roll. And if I switch it, it goes up to 40. Well, you know, I think I can do 40. I could also drop this ring. It has quite a hefty weight. But I'm kinda using that for defense. 17.5%. I think the ring itself is giving like 10%. So I don't really want to use it. It's like the Heaven's Ring of this game. gonna be super important. Now, let's see. Oh, I don't actually like the way the prompts are going. Well, on the upside, he's actually quite powerful. But still, let's switch back, just for now. Anything up here? Another weight? Oh, rest site. And an anvil. Okay, what is this doing here? I don't think it's supposed to be down here. Obviously the ancestors are not gonna use it. But who would? Okay, if you're gonna drop a save point right here, then we might actually be looping back around. Feels a little unnatural. Up. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at. Okay. Headshot. So that is probably the way forward. We just need to unlock it. We had a thing right here. Oh yeah, staggering with the spear. He's pretty powerful. Okay, what are these cables? I have a bad feeling about this. How about I don't actually do that? Oh yeah. Okay, so let's go down again. There was that thing. Haha. Nice. One perfect metal. And that's all there was. Okay. So let's not rest here. So what's gonna be over here? Okay. What do we have here? Broken copper straight sword. Oh. Oh, that remains of what was once a long straight blade made from copper. Little more than the hilt. Though damaged, it's still useful at short range. Oh, and it does disarm on passive. It's actually almost identical to this sword. Slightly heavier. Huh. You know, that's actually worth a try. I imagine having disarm would be pretty nice. For most enemies on this level anyway. Oh, what's this? A door has opened somewhere. Okay, not my finest moment. What's here? Oh, we're actually back here. Okay. I can work with this. And what's in here? Tin alloy shield. A long narrow metal shield crafted from a tin alloy. The shape seems ideal for parrying and deflecting attacks. Yeah, no kidding. Really boosts counters here. That might be worth a try. Maybe after increasing it once. Okay, let's try this again. Well, I don't know if that did anything or not. Okay. Upgrade once. Oh, and I can upgrade it again. And once more. Okay, now it's actually comparable to what we had before. Okay. I think I can work with this. Let's drop a save here. So if I am right, then something would have opened on the other side. Oh yeah. Coupling the stagger with the defense break is really nice. Oh, it's not this. So I guess it has to be the one that was on the upper level. Okay. In that case... wait. Am I going the right way again? Okay. And this way is collapsed. Oh wow! Oxidized iron greatsword. I do like me some greatswords. And I'm still trying to figure out what these runes are. And what these things in the background are. Like this trunk makes me think that it's a tiny storeroom. And these things actually make me think. If you have seen them. Like these capsule hotels. In Asian countries. Like single person sleeping pods. Something like that. But if that is so, then this place was really cramped. Okay, let's see about this. Oh goddamn, it's heavy. A large heavy iron blade with excellent force and slashing power. The wear on the material, particularly the rust, however, is evident. Okay. So I could change the spear to this. Long range, strong knockback. An extra stagger damage on a perfect hit. Huh. I will consider it. Ah, another breaker box. And a vengeful lead pendant. What is this? A heavy lead pendant inscribed with faded writing. It reminds you of similar ritual pendants found in the settlement, formed and blessed by sunlight maidens. However, what little you can make out of the writing seems more akin to a curse than a blessing. Increases counterattack damage. Interesting. Well, rocking this counter shield. That might be good to switch to that, we will see. The problem is, I'm not really good at parrying. I'm out of here. Goodbye. So, how do I leave again? Aha, I can leave like this. And this is... yeah, we started from here. And on the upper level, there was a door. Well, that's one way of doing it. Okay, now if we go up and to the right here. Okay, I think it was this one that got opened here. And that takes us... oh, that was a big one. I don't like this. Kinda reminds me of that dragon in Dark Souls. You know, pick the stuff up and then it comes back to life. Not to mention this one is fairly big. And I don't trust the wires coming out of it. Looks like something was puppeting it. One petrified bone. We do need those. Okay, go down. Aha, so we are here. Just an ancestor appendage. Okay then. Still creeps me out. So now we go down, save again, and then continue, I think. Okay, down once. Right, this isn't good. Okay, let's upgrade the shield. Just one more. And it's a star. Okay, we can still continue upgrading it. That's nice. And since we have a whole bunch of memory iron, let's do some stuff with it. There we go. Ah. There we go. Don't want to bother with anything anymore. Let's just see what awaits us. I'm a little scared. Oh, looks like an elevator. Now this time for real. In the center of the room was a strange device. It looked like a small enclosed room of sorts, protruding from the floor and stretching into the ceiling. Oh yeah, you can see the up and down arrows. This one is most definitely an elevator. But something seems to have broken the door in half. The door was partially ajar, and I was able to see inside. There were several of what looked to be places for a person to sit. And on the back wall there was a large panel covered with strange symbols. What is this? Whatever this strange device was for, it seemed to be in terrible condition. Pieces of the enclosing walls had fallen away, exposing long metal threads and other components I didn't recognize. The panel itself was also crumbling apart, pieces laying strewn across the small space. Getting even closer, I noticed the small inscription above the doorway. It was more of the writing I had previously seen in the well, the kind that was similar to my own. There were two words, and I didn't recognize either. I tried sounding them out quietly. Generation elevator. Well, those two words don't usually go together. Huh. Were the people in the habitation actually separated by generation? Or does that refer to something else? In front of the device was another panel, raised on a small platform. There were symbols I didn't recognize, and what appeared to be a lever. What will happen if I pull it? I scanned the room, listening for the sound of ancestor footsteps echoing through the empty hallways above. Nothing. Letting my curiosity get the best of me, I stepped forward and pulled it back firmly. It gave easily with the resonating metallic click. A moment passed. Nothing happened. Well, if it is an elevator, then you didn't give a destination, I'm guessing. This device. It seems important. I can't just walk by it, like so many other things I've seen down here. I can't afford to waste time anymore. With how things are progressing back home, I need a breakthrough. I don't like this, but I have someone I can ask. And who is it? I found the scout in the exact same place I left it, rifling through a pile of strange materials and components. Oh, that guy, right. It hadn't moved an inch. I stood nearby, waiting expectantly for it to acknowledge me. A long moment passed by, but the scout never drew its focus from its work. Fine. I suppose I'll begin. I'm back. I have a question. Oh. Hello again, boy. Have you reconsidered my offer to study your physiology? No? Don't ask again. Yes. I found something below. It was like a small room with places for people to sit. It was called an elevator. What does that mean? I see, you found it as well. I've come across several just like it in my travels. According to my data, it seems the purpose of these elevators was, at one point, to carry large quantities of people a great distance. A great distance? Wait, so then, the people that were once here, is that how they left? I have no idea. Perhaps so. Damn it. It wasn't working. God above. That might have been exactly what I was looking for. Oh yes, that particular elevator appears to be completely non-functional. A shame I couldn't study it more. You said you'd seen others. Indeed. That's it then. I just need to find one that's working. Where are the others? Tell me. I could give you coordinates, but something tells me you won't be able to make much use of them. You're right. I don't know what that means. Yes. May I return to work then? Yes. All right. Well, half a step forward, I guess. My hands were shaking as I returned to the elevator. I tried throwing the lever a few more times. Nothing. I stepped inside and felt around for anything that might activate the device. Nothing. Damn. It's as the scout said. It's not working. But this is the first real lead I've had so far. I'll have to continue downwards and look for another. I've already come so far. There can't be much left to explore. If there are several others, at least one must be close by. Well, hopefully. But here's the thing. This place just continues. Wait, is this... Huh. Look at the background. It almost looks like we're actually at the edge of the habitation. So where does all of this lead? And there's all the wires again in the background. I don't like it. Oh goddamn, look at the perspective. I really don't like this. It's keeping Orem right at the bottom of the camera. Oh boy. It's a good thing I'm not agoraphobic. Oh boy. And you can't even see what's in the background. I suppose it's so distant. I looked around, finding myself standing on a floor that seemed to stretch endlessly in all directions. Wait, that tiny speck, is that Orem? Oh shit, this is serious, Mines of Moria vibes. Oh boy, how fucking big is this place? The towers of the well I had been traversing for weeks stretched high above me. Is this the bottom? The lowest point? I suppose it had to end eventually. I found myself feeling somewhat relieved. I'll just keep walking. I think that is the last thing you want to do when you're in an infinite place. Oh, what's this? There's a hole in the floor. What is this? It looked to be a hole in the floor, broken open. There was a dim light coming from the opening. It can't be. Wait, climb down? Look, dude, I know you're desperate, but let's think about it for a moment, okay? I mean, you didn't even bring any rope. So just climbing down. I don't know, doesn't sound like a sane idea. And what am I talking about? Nobody is sane anymore. Oh. And it's literally just a lower section, huh? Yeah, so much for being at the bottom. But... wait. Is it just me, or does this feel different? Like... huh. Well, I can't go back to compare, but... I don't think we've seen lights like this. Huh. Almost feels like this section was maybe built before or after the one that is above. Like they were building in sections. Well, only one way to go. Oh boy, Yeah, it keeps going. So we're at least 3 stories down. Oh wow, and everything shifts again. That's a lot of arches. So I'm guessing this place is even older than all the others. This is... A sense of dread came over me. I rushed to the nearest window, looking out at the vast space beyond. Yep. Such is the nature of megastructures, my guy. They just never end. Oh boy. Long crossing corridors stretch beyond sight below me. The look of these buildings, the material of the walls, it's different than above. I felt my heart sink as I stared downward, seeing a familiar inky chasm of darkness swallow the structures as they spiraled endlessly below. This space is entirely disconnected from the one I just left. It keeps going. The well. This horrible place. How deep does it really go? I slumped against the wall, taking deep breaths. My head was swimming with thoughts, overwhelming me. Focus. I need to find an elevator. That's all. Well, good on you, Aram. I think that's enough for tonight. I need to clear my head if I'm going to move forward. This place, I'll tackle it another day. Quite convenient. Well, okay then. The terminal threshold. Yeah, if you wanna give something an ominous name, then this is it. Oh, and we can't even fast travel from this point. It's probably gonna become available the next time we are here. Well, okay then, if you insist. Deciding I was done for the night, I slowly began my climb back upwards the way I'd come. I tried to focus on what I'd learned, on the small hope I now had. Finding one of the elevators. I tried to keep just that on my mind. And to ignore the creeping dread that I might spend years wandering the empty darkness, never fully grasping just how vast the well truly is. But here's the thing, that's not actually why you're there. Plus, it is already too big for your mind to comprehend, so eventually you're gonna have to stop trying in order to stay sane. Ah, why are you still up? It's pitch black outside. And that's all anyone wants to talk about, you know. They whine and moan about how small their ration is. And these are farmers and nurses. Not that it's a competition, but I'm a potter for God's sake. My ration is as close to as low as it gets. I'm winning. It seems unfair, I think. I don't need as much as I get. And we use pottery daily. I don't see how. Oh, come on, Aram. I don't need a fake humility routine. We have thousands of vases and bowls already. And it's not like new ones are in hot demand right now. My obligation is next to worthless. You and I both know that. Sorry. I don't really... It's fine, don't mention it. I just don't need you worrying about me or feeling sorry for me, okay? Bravo does enough of that for 10 people already. Yeah, you're right. I understand. I don't. I won't. God above, when did I become such a charity case? I'm fine. Really. I know. Sorry to keep you up. Oh, that's a new look. Have a good night. You too. Well, okay then. I knew things were bad. I knew they were only getting worse. I could tell Canary was upset. But what can I say? Canary and I have our unspoken rule, of course. Nothing too serious, nothing too personal. Even so, I'm not good with people. I'm not good at communicating my intentions. That much has become increasingly clear. This is between Canary and Brava. Things like this have happened before. It always blows over. My best course of action is to stay clear, like I have been, and do the only thing I can. Well, okay, it makes sense from your perspective. But the thing is, everyone around you probably thinks a certain way of you just not being interested in them. Just a thought. Can we go outside? Nope. Okay then. So, there's nothing left for us but to sleep. But I am going to leave it right here. We have been going on yet again for quite some time. I hope you're still okay with that. I try to edit these things down with more or less success. But anyway. Thank you for watching. If you like this game, which I still hope you do, then please give the video a like. If you're new here, check around my channel. Maybe I have something else that is to your liking. And as always, I hope to see you in the next one. But until then, take care of yourselves and have as good a day as you can make it. Goodbye.